Hello everyone, welcome to another section of intellectual brainstorming and academic excellence. My name's David Oni and my YouTube channel is actually David Oni. We want to use this medium to say a very big thank you to our returning subscribers. If you never subscribe, go subscribe now. This channel is actually very hot and it has actually helped people from the position of nothing to something in life. People are testifying that there is a big, tremendous change in their life as a result of these lectures that we've been giving on the creation of wealth. Now, you agree with me that 2024, right from the year of 2023, the country down to now, January, the country is in a state of economic instability. A lot of companies are downsizing their, laying off their workers due to to the uncertainty of the economy. So the economy right now is struggling, and apart from the fact that the economy is struggling, a lot of of these companies, they want to be productive, they want to be efficient, and they want to meet up with the market competition. This accounts for the layoffs and for the downsizing. Now, for an average man on the street, if you ask them, what do you think about your job? They will tell you, I don't like my job. You ask them the question, but you have a job. Why don't you like your job? A lot of people don't like their jobs. That man is actually right by saying that he doesn't like his job. The reason why he does not like his job is because the job has not been able to give him financial freedom that he actually wanted. But I can tell you that you can have financial freedom. Just sit back and enjoy this lecture. Why I'll tell you how you can have a financial future. So we're talking about in this topic the rich versus the poor. How you can get rich in Nigeria. How you can get rich in Nigeria. The rich versus the poor. In Nigeria today, it is very easier for you to identify who is poor, who is rich because of the social stratification, because of the standard of living. In fact, when you see somebody riding a car, living in a very good house, people will assume that that person is rich. That is not the barometer or the measurement for wealth. Now, there's this myth that goes around that the love of money is the root of evil. People believe that money brings about evil, and because of that, they become too emotional to money. That when you have too much money, it takes you away from God, it takes you away from your social responsibility, it makes you to be arrogant, to have pride, and the rest of them. That insinuation is absolutely wrong. Money is good, money is nice, money is what is life. Now, most people hate their job because of the amount of money that they are making from that job. Do you understand now? Now, the economic system of Nigeria makes people to be unemployed, and we have had situations where people that are even that are employed are under what I call underemployed because they are being short paid or they are not paid based on what on their productive capacity. Do you understand now? So the economic system in Nigeria has made people to be very, very broke. To be very, very broke. And what do I mean by to be broke? When you are broke, it means you don't have money in your pocket. So the economic indices or the barometer that is being used that when you have a car and you live in a very good environment or in an estate or you live in a bungalow or a duplex, then you are rich. That institution is what is actually wrong. We have so many cases of people living in this, class of people, and yet there's no money. They are broke as well. They are broke as well because they are also employees as well. And I have to be sincere with you. When you are an employee, the limit to how successful you are, is kind of limited, or except you have a very good plan for yourself that you are earning that money and you are using that money in the right way. So you might live in that duplex, you might live in that exorbitant house, you might have a fast car or a very expensive cars, but you don't have money in your pocket. You are still broke. Now, if you follow the economic system in Nigeria, you are most likely to be broke. If you follow the economic system of Nigeria, you are most likely to be broke. I will explain that. You see, the economic system of Nigeria is will not put money in your pocket, because at the end of the month, the level of income or what you gain as a salary is being limited or streamlined. Is being limited or streamlined. And because it is being limited or streamlined, there's every probability that you are going to be broke. Now, a lot of people go to school, not to be an investor. You tell us you have gone to school, you have your BSc, you have your masters, you have your PhD, you're a professor in law, you're a professor in international jurisprudency, you're a professor in what on the petrochemical, but yet you don't have the idea about how to be an investor or how to be self employed, but you are also an employee. Do you get it now? So the what I'm saying there is that if you've gone to school and you have acquired all those educational qualifications, it does not guarantee wealth. What guarantees wealth is being an investor or to be self-employed. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, that going to school and having a very well paid job will not make you rich. Of course, it can make you rich, but on the other hand, you can still be broke when you do not utilize or put that money in the right way. That is, you earn that money and you spend that money. That is the concept, that is the idea. The more money you earn, the more money you spend. That is the idea, that is the concept in our society. No, that so there are those that are that are rich, but yeah, they do something different. They don't invest those money. They don't channel that money into where that money is supposed to go. These are the kind of caliber of people that were that when they earn this money, they also spend the money. We are in a capitalist system in this country. We are in a capitalist system. What do I mean by capitalism? When you're talking about capitalism, economic system where the means of production, distribution are exchanged, are controlled by private individual with government control at a minimum. So Nigeria is the capitalist system, where the capitalistic system where there is a gap between the rich and the poor. And this capitalist system has made the system to be divided into two: those that work as laborers or labor or employees, and those that earn the capital. Now, who are those that earn labor, or who are the laborers? The laborers are those that are paid at the end of the month. You understand? They get paid for the services they have rendered. Then there are those that are not laborers or they are not employees, but they are paid based on their capital. What do I mean by that? By that, what I'm saying is that their work is what? Their money or their investment is working for them. So their investment is what is earning money for them at the end of the month. And for that reason, these are the people that we call investors. You understand? Now, you need to understand that being an investor, we create what we call financial wealth. Do you understand that now? But being an employee, it will only provide you with what? With wages. That is, what you work for is what you earn. But imagine a circumstance or a situation where something happens and you are incapacitated. That means that you are going to be more shocked. And that is where a lot of people find themselves in this country. A lot of people find themselves what I call financial burden. They are heavily indebted. They are borrowed money from banks, they have borrowed money from mortgage finance, they have used what we call credit cards, they buy lands and they build their houses on mortgage. And for the rest of their life, they keep paying these people. Now, so what I'm saying there is that a lot of us go to work to get paid. You go to work to get paid. You get it now. You are earning salary as an employee, but you can be or create what we call financial wealth as an investor. Do you understand now? Now, irrespective of what you are doing, whether you are an employee or an employer, there's every probability that you can make it. And that's what we talk. That's where what we call a financial discipline comes out from. Like I always say, a lot of people buy things or consume things that they necessarily do not need to spend their money upon. And at the end of the day, they get into what we call financial burden. So rich people get paid from their capital. Do you understand now? And who are the rich people? Who are the wealthy people? They are the investors. Do you understand now? So their money is working for them. Their money is working for them. Their money is growing more money for them. Do you understand now? In my previous lecture, I talked about money, making more money to make more money work for you, and making your money to grow more money for you. So investors, their money is what is growing more money for them. And when you talk about investors or going into investment, we are not talking about a short term, plan. Yesterday when I did my lecture, I talked about long term versus long term plan. That is short term versus long term plan. Investment is a long term plan, not a short term plan. Do you understand now? So for those that are investors, their money is working for them. So you make more money when you get paid from your capital. That is for an investor. So educational qualification does not teach most people how to make money, but we teach them how to spend more money when they make more money. But as an investor, your financial education and your financial exposure will teach you how to make your money, to grow more money for you. So you need to understand how the system works in a capitalist system. So you need to understand how the system is working in Nigeria so that you can be able to understand or how to create what we call a financial independence. Now, how can you make more money in Nigeria? Despite the fact that we are having economic crunch and economic instability and ulubalo and pandemonium and economic uncertainty in this country, you can make your money by buying assets. You can make your money by buying stocks. You can make your money by buying a real estate investment. You can make your money by going to what I call personal business or active business. You can make your money through what we call rental incomes. You can make your money through what we call equity trust fund, which is ETFs. You can make your money through mutual funds. You can make your money through the what? Through the S&P 500. In fact, I've done all these topics. I have done them. So you need to go and watch my videos to really understand what we are talking about. Do you understand now? So if somebody is telling you that you cannot make it, you can make it, irrespective of what of your educational background. It's all about determination. It's all about passion. It's all about zeal. It's all about commitment. How committed are you? Do you want to still continue to think like a little giant, or you want to think like a big giant, like a giant? Are you dreaming small? Are you dreaming big? What differentiates the rich and the poor is that the poor people, they dream small, while the rich, they dream big. The poor people, they dream or they desire what little things, but for the rich or for those that want to aspire for greatness in life, they think about bigger things. You understand now? So when the people earn income from a capital, so when you talk about this investment that I've mentioned so far, there is no limit to how much investment you can have. You understand now? And you can start small. Somebody will say, but I need to have ₦1,000,000. I need to have thousands naira. I need to have hundreds of millions of naira to be able to invest my money or buy most of these things that I've mentioned, like the ETF, buying stocks and assets and the rest of them. In my previous video, I said you can invest as low as 5,000 naira. A little drop of water will make a mighty ocean. A little drop of water, as you are doing it little by little, it will build up into something big if you continue. So you can build your streams of income. You don't need to depend on what? On one level of income for survival in Nigeria. You can build up what I call streams of income. So Nigeria of today now, the rich people constitute what I call the minority. Are you in the majority or in the minority? Me, I am in the minority of the rich people. I don't know about you. This is 2024. You need to decide where you actually want to belong to. Whether you are going to be rich or you are going to be poor. So when the people are paid by their asset, and their asset is what is working for them. But for the average man or for the employee, is getting paid by his labor. So where do you want to become or where do you want to belong in this 2024? So you must be an investor. You understand now? And for you to be an investor, you have to be part of the economic system. Some people will say, but I'm not part of the economic system. I'm not part of decision makers. I don't make decisions in Nigeria. I'm not part of the government. No, you are part of the economic system when you are an investor because your money is working for you. Because you don't need to labor or strive or work hard or want to kill yourself, before you can make money. That is what investment is talking about. And I told you that, in my previous class that For you to become an investor, for you to be wealthy or financially independent, you need to change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle. I will still discuss that before I end up this topic very soon. So you must be an investor. And as an investor, you can invest in what I've just mentioned so far. You can invest in your personal business, rental incomes, in equity trust funds. You can invest in mutual fund. You can invest in 500 and S&P. You can invest in the stocks. You can invest in real estate investment. You can invest in what's in the smart better equity trust fund. You can invest in ALA funds. You can invest in mutual funds. You can invest in money market funds. You can invest in what in euro funds. You can invest in dollar funds. You can invest what in fixed income fund. There are so many of them. Do you understand now? So this is 2024. It is the time for you to make your money. So you can invest in S&P 500. Now, what is the S&P 500? Some people ask me. The S&P 500 are the most lucrative, the most strongest companies what's in America. Now, you don't need to go to America or go to Europe before you can invest in what in all these things I mentioned so far. There are companies in Nigeria that are doing that. I've mentioned Shaka, I've mentioned Bamboo, and I've mentioned what Shrove in my previous class. Go and watch my videos, you will see all of them there. Do you understand? If you don't want to go through those stuffs, you can also go through the financial institution like F&B, FBN Quest or Equity or FBN Quest or Edge. You can go through the Stanbic IBTC. You can go through what we call the Zenith Bank. I have mentioned all these things. So 2024, nothing should be stopping you. Nothing should stop you. So for you to earn more money, you need to spend less and earn more money. This is 2024. Spend less. Stop buying those expensive things, wristwatches, expensive cars, fast cars, expensive shoes, expensive shirts, expensive designer clothes. You want to live in an expensive apartment. Your friends are living in an expensive apartment. You want to be like your friends. You understand now? You want to live in an expensive apartment. Stop all those things. They will not help you because there will be a time that money might never come again. Now that you have the money, invest in the right way. So spend less and earn more money. Do you understand now? So that's what we're saying there. So you need to change your lifestyle, like I've said before, which is where I'm going to end my lecture. How do I mean by changing your lifestyle? A lot of people, they engage themselves in things that ordinarily they are not so important, or they are not supposed to spend you know their money on those things. They go to expensive restaurants. They go to supermarkets. They buy expensive things. You understand? Now they buy expensive things. Ordinarily, those things you can get them in a nearby place without ordinarily spending a lot of money. But they want to show off. They want to buy fast cars. They want to live extravagantly. Do you understand now? That is not the situation that the country warrants now. So you have to be part of the economic system of Nigeria. And how to become the economic part of this economic system of Nigeria is by being an investor. You have to be a decision maker in Nigeria as well. Not necessarily being the government, but being a decision maker as an investor. Your money should be should be growing for you, not working for you alone. It should be growing for you. You should not depend on a single level of income. I'm talking about multi-stream income at this 2024. You must have what we call multi-stream level of income. Money should be coming from different directions for you, not one single direction. Now, you must spend your money on things that are productive, not on things that are not productive. So all those vacations, buying fast cars and all those expensive designer clothes that you are buying, you need to have, you need to put a limit to them and invest your money in the right way. Do you understand that? That is what I mean by changing your lifestyle. And if you are the one that is, there's some people that go to club every time, every weekend, they go to club, they have hangovers and the rest of them. You don't need to go to the club. You can play your music in your house. You don't need to go to the beer parlor and spend like 20,000 naira. Your friends are hailing you. Hey, this is the man, he has come. They are telling you indirectly that you are the most stupid, you are the most foolish human being on earth. They hail you. What has that hailing done for you? We are talking about a situation where you have financial independence in the future. A lot of people have eaten away their future because they are following their friends. Do you understand now? Your friends cannot have any positive impact in your life except it's a good friend that will advise you on how you can build up your future. But if you don't have such a friend, because there are very few, they are in the minority as well, I'm sorry for you. You just be at the same level. So avoid stagnancy. Avoid being on the same level this year. This is 2024. Grow like a champion. Dream like what? Dream big. Dream what? Think big. Think big this year, 2024. Invest your money. Investment is what? The investors or the people that will invest their money are the people that own the future. And when you talk about the future, we're talking about 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. These are the people that owns the future. And at the end of the day, they enjoy the fruit of their labor, because investment was a long-term thing that we're talking about. And at the end of the day, when they are retired, they will retire well. Do you want to retire well? Do you want to live a good life? I hope you are not planning to suffer in the future. I hope and I pray you are not planning to be begging for food before you can eat. Do you understand now? Now is the time. You are still young. Your bones are still very, strong. Work now. Create multiple forms of income and streams of income for yourself. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming the society. Now it is time for you to work and make money. On this note, I'm going to stop my lecture on the rich versus the poor. How to make money in Nigeria. I hope you have gained something today. If you have gained something, subscribe to my channel now. Click on that notification button, share my videos, and don't forget, when you subscribe to my channel, click on that that subscription that will show whenever I upload a video. You will be notified and you'll be able to watch this video. Till we meet next time, I remain your humble servant, David Oni, and my YouTube channel is David Oni Subscribe today and God bless you. Thank you so much, and bye bye.